Yeah. Are you there?
Diplomatic. Besides, it's going to be on video too when you watch it. Diplomatic. Good. Emblematic. Meaning emblematic means kind of resembling or looking like, or, tending to relate to. It's that kind of is emblematic of how we can know, we get to know that kind of situation by that. It's emblematic of this kind of thing. Okay. Then we said something about diplomatic, then unilateral. You are a body, I am a body. We agree to do a thing, suddenly you go behind me and do what you want, and I sue you and say, that cannot happen. You are doing something unilateral, meaning you're not telling other parties that this is what you wanted to do or what you want to do, and it could cause problems. So, that's unilateral. Then ambiguity, meaning the quality of having two meanings. Double meanings that you can't trust. So, resurrect, resurrection, resurrect, the menstruous. Correspondence, pondence, pond is the menstruous. Circumcision. Yes, that's it. Circumcision. Admiration. Now, from admirer, some of you don't know how to use that word admirer. That your admirer, somebody who admires you is your admirer. Admirer. Admiration. Then, rudimentary. That's number 94. Rudimentary. We're moving on now. All words of four syllables that end in ISM, that's ism, are stressed on the first syllable. I have about 14 of them here. Look at it. Feminism, nepotism, cynicism, nativism, optimism, vandalism, organism, mannerism, tribalism, activism, exorcism, pessimism, womanism, mechanism. Some people say it's mechanism. No, it's mechanism. Mechanism. Then, if you move beyond that, you may have a word of 1, 2, 3, 4 words of four syllables that have it differently. Favoritism, not favoritism. Favoritism, fanaticism, antagonism. These are the neighbors. Now, we're going to come to primary stress. Again, in words of three syllables, stressed or with their primary stress on the second syllable. Words of three syllables with primary stress on the second syllable. Listen to me. Abolish, not abolish. Embarrass, embarrassment. Solicit, you are soliciting my help. Solicit, not solicit. Solicit. Demolish, like it's in a house. Not you don't demolish it, you demolish. You don't distribute, you distribute. Distribute. Then embellish, embarrassment, elicit, replenish, contribute. You contributed to the problem. Determine. Number 12, acumen. 13, decrepit. Decrepit means dilapidating. 14, deposit. As in a bank, you go and deposit money, don't deposit it. The delinquent. You're not delinquent. No, you're delinquent. Delinquent. Meaning doing wrong. Especially juvenile delinquency. You're young people doing wrong. Then oblivious, not to all oblivious of, no, oblivious of what what was happening around you. You were doing this, not knowing that there were other things happening. You were not aware of them. Good. So, development, development. Admonishment. No. Admonish. Yeah, that. Sorry, I forgot about that.
Sorry.
Pick up.
Yeah.
Admonish is the word. 20. Ambivalence. 22. Malevolence. 20. No, that was 21. Malevolence. 22. Benevolence. 23. Opponent. Not opponent. My opponent. 24. Admirer. Did you hear that now? Admirer. 25. Component. Not components. It's component. Component. 26. Ingredient. 27. Competitive. This guy is competitive. When you teach, are you competitive? When you drive, are you competitive? When you're competitive, it means that you are working or do what you do, bearing in mind that there are other people that are doing the same thing, so you can begin to do better. Or you work hard so that whatever they are, you meet them, you're meeting up. Even as you can't see them, you're meeting up. Good. Okay. Component. Competitive. Reconnaissance. As in military people do, send their people to spy situations. Reconnaissance. Complacent. You are not serious, you're flippant. You're maybe because you made some little progress, some little gains, then you relax. Become complacent. And it could cost you a lot of money. Then this one is imperial. Look at number 12. Acumen, deposit, oblivious, development. Ambivalence, benevolence, admirer, ingredient. Repetitive. When something has been repeated and repeated, it is too repetitive for your liking. Repetitive, not repetitive. Repetitive. Preparation. No. Preparatory. Extravagant. Then 34. Impromptu. The following words have their primary stress on the first syllable. The stress syllables have been rendered in block letters. See video for guide. Maintenance. Permanent. Circumspect. Circumstance. Centimeter. Synchronous. Lucrative. Relative. Relevant. Quantity. No, quantitative. That thing is quantitative. Then you're going to say relevant. It's not relevant to me. Relevant. Irrelevant. Relevant. Quantitative. Category. Sedentary. Living a sedentary life. Stay in one place all the time. Arbitrary. Aptitude. Supervisor. That is not supervisor. It is supervisor. Okay? Superior. Okay, no. This is supervisor. Controversy. Not controversies. Controversy. 4 syllables. Opposite. Not opposite. A lot of people have this difficulty using this word well. They say opposite of man. They say woman. That's bad English. The opposite of man is woman, but it should be opposite. Opposite. Not opposite. Opponent. Opponent, not opponent. Let's talk about an interesting aspect of this stress thing, When some words are verbs rather, when you add E, D or D to them, the user gets lost in terms of the proper pronunciation. So here, let's look at some words that can naturally cause that kind of problem. I have a few of them here. Vomit. If you add ed to vomit, it becomes vomited. Look at what we're looking at. Some of you use vomited. Some of you say started, wanted, market. That's rubbish. That's very wrong. I'll tell you why. As a phonologist, the beauty of the language of English is the sounds you kill and the sounds you elevate. So if you say interested, it is not only Nigerian English. It is, you are showing core poor knowledge of how the word is used. Again, that ed. Can you come with the board? Can you do that? Mm-hmm. Look at this sound. This sound is vowel number 1. This sound is vowel number 2. Now, if this sound is in the final syllable as an ed like this sound here, you have it this way, that place, just like this. Split it in 2. If you split that sound in 2, what you're going to get is schwa. Okay, let me write it properly. This is what you're going to get, schwa. So this schwa will not allow you to pronounce it like this. If you say wanted, that T is this one. That T is competing with one. For instance, one, the T is here. So if you say wanted, the T is competing with one, but the rule is one will be higher or louder than tit. So say after me, say wanted. That's what it should be. Wanted, wanted, wanted. I wanted to see you. Imagine assuming you were to say wanted. What it means is, if you say wanted, what it means is you don't understand the phonology of English. So, I wanted to see. So here, from my book, let's look at the list. Vomit, vomited, vomiting. I was vomiting. I vomited all day. I vomited in the morning. I was still vomiting by the time you called me. You poured vomit on me. That's the way it is used. Next, that's number 2. No, that was number 1 was interest. Interested. Interesting. Are you interested? Yes, I'm interested. The film is interesting. Therefore, I'm interested. Not interested. 2, vomit. Vomited. Vomiting. 3, comment. No, I hardly hear anyone who uses that word correctly. Comment. They will say commented. He commented on it. You don't comment on it, they comment on it. So I commented on that. What was a comment? Comment, noun. Comment, verb. Past tense, commented. Past participle, commented. Or past participle, excuse me, commented. Daddy commented on that in the morning. Either he talked about it or he broached it. Then contact. I'll contact you later. I have contacted them. What?